Hey lovers, welcome back to another video. On my channel, I cover everything from sensuality to sexuality and whatever's in the middle. In this video, I've got 5 sex questions that is going to allow you to get to know your partner better. Whether that be a new sexual partner or that you just like to get to know your current partner that extra little bit better. New sexual partners can be exciting and curious. We've got new things to play with. So there's a lot of communication that we need to step into so you can actually have the sex that you want. Whereas in long-term relationships or in marriage, sometimes we can get a little bit bored and we forget about sex. But these simple 5 questions are going to help you amplify your sexual experience with your partner. Talking about sex and sex questions doesn't have to be intimidating. Open and space for communication is not only going to create deeper connection with your partner, but you may also learn so much more about yourself that you never even knew existed. We've all got so many deeper layers within us. But I can't stress enough how much communication is literally the baseline, the key to deepening your relationship, intimacy, change, and growth together. You want a better sex life? Communication is literally the bread and butter to not only your sex life, but you and your partner's sex life to amplify, grow, change, and evolve. So let's get straight into it. Question number 1. How and what did you learn about sex growing up? Because let's be honest, we went to school to learn how to put a condom on a banana, not how to open up your sexuality, not how to boost your confidence, not how to communicate in the bedroom so you can actually receive pleasure in ways that count. So go on, ask yourself the question, what did you learn about sex growing up? If this is your answer, imagine what your partner's is as well. It's probably generally the same. This is why communication is the bread and butter, guys. This question is a great one to give you an idea of your partner's knowledge, experience, feelings, emotions related to sex. Generally, when you ask someone a question about sex, you can tell if they're open or not. And this is exactly why my videos are here, to get more people talking about sex, talking about our pleasure. Growing up, generally we hear that sex is just there to make babies, then it's dirty and shameful, that it should be done behind closed doors, and we shouldn't speak about it. This is all wrong. Even to this day, I remember my first sexual experience because I absolutely had no idea what I was doing. I remember fumbling around, trying to get the penis into my vagina, but I didn't really know my vagina. I'd never really played with it. I've never really explored her. He wasn't really hard. It was just kind of like kissing my ear, coming into my body. Not gonna lie, it was actually a little bit overwhelming. I think we managed to actually get it in. It lasted for about 2 or 3 minutes, but I just remember that experience as such a rumble in the jungle, and we'll leave it at that. And since then, I have been on my own expansive journey around sexuality and my own sensuality, which is why I'm here for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel below so you can stay up to date and I can keep producing this content for you guys so we can all learn and have an overall better sex life. Moving on, question number 2. Where do you like and not like to be touched? Not everyone likes to be kissed on the lips. Not everyone likes to be caressed slowly on the neck. But here's a question for you first. Do you know where you actually like to be touched on your body? And you might not. So this is a great invitation for you to go and explore your own body. Get out some massage oil, put on some candles, put on some music, and literally just touch yourself in whatever feels right. I never knew that I loved the base of my feet being touched, but when it comes to my face, this is a little bit uncomfortable for me. The more that I know about myself, I can openly communicate this to my partners. Expanding on this question, a great date night idea is sensation play. So around the house, what kind of objects can you find? Let's say a feather or a fork, for example. When you're brushing this over your skin, how do you feel? What sensations are coming? Especially in women, what we like can change frequently. So getting to know your own body through the different times of your cycle. For example, around my period, I don't love being touched all over my body, but I do enjoy a really soft breast massage. This is a great one that I can ask for. It's also arousal, and which partner wouldn't love touching my boobs? Speaking up and speaking into your desires is literally really simple communication, but it can go a long way in creating a deeper connection for you and your partner. Alrighty, question number 3 is what time of day or when are you more aroused? Are you more of a morning person, a night person, a whenever person, a responsive person, or a spontaneous person? And you can be a bit of everything. But remember, the more you know, the more that you can communicate. For myself, I've come to understand it's not generally the time of day when I'm more aroused, it's how I feel in my body at that time, how I turn myself on and how I get myself into my sex rather than the time of the day. However, for men, obviously, because there's a bit more work going on there within control of the penis and the ejaculation, knowing your partner can definitely go a long way. I generally wake up early, and with my previous partner, he woke up later. Then he would need to have his breakfast, and it was more so in the afternoon when he was aroused. So I knew I could kind of get on with my day first, and then when it was his time, I would come back home and like get into my sexy underwear or get on the bed with my toy and be like, babe, I'm ready. This can also depend on the type of work schedule or day that you have. For example, if you've had a stressful day and coming home with that stress, you might not feel aroused and want to give yourself to your partner because you just need to calm down first. So morning sex could be for you, but same again, the more self-awareness that you have, the more pleasure you guys are gonna have. It's basically just setting yourselves and your relationship up for success rather than feel rejected or abandoned when your partner doesn't want to have sex because that's not his time of day. As you can see in this video, communication is a great baseline for better sex. If you struggle with your communication, whether that's finding out what you want to communicate or using your voice to communicate with your partner, please reach out. I work one-on-one with individuals or couples, reconnecting this energy, bringing you back to your center, bringing you back to how you actually want to feel and what you're trying to communicate. Maybe rather than just what the story in the mind is telling you, what you're thinking that you actually want. And the fourth question, what is one thing that you'd like to try but haven't done? And this question can either go two ways. Your partner may open up a whole Pandora's box of experiences that they've already tried and the ones that they haven't. Or on the other hand, the person has never had any sexual explorations and they actually feel a little bit intimidated by this question simply because they've never had the space to explore. A great way to simply expand on this question is having a yes, no, or maybe. Take turns in throwing out different things that are erotic or that turn you on or you're curious about, whether that be food play, feet licking, a threesome, anal play, facials, cream pies, whatever it is, and allow each person to say yes, no, or maybe. Just remember, don't judge or shame the other person. This is a great moment for you to open up to each other, and you'll probably learn more about yourself on the way. I have actually had a lot of explorations on my own sexploration journey, and generally the most of it was filmed. You can see all these raw, real videos on my OnlyFans page. This was me in my curiosity, in my sex, exploring everything that is out there. I was grateful and proud of myself that I spoke out and tapped into all of these experiences because I know there is so many people out there who would like to try. Maybe they don't have the space to be able to do so, or they're in a relationship that doesn't allow this. So all these videos are there for you guys so you can vicariously live through my sexcapades and maybe see what turns you on and see what you would like to try. So I'll put the links to all that below. Some of the best experiences that I've had have been kink fantasy play. So I really love sensation play. I like the blindfold. I like being tied up, but when everything is done with consent and boundaries. I wasn't just tied up and taken advantage of. There was communication beforehand. As my partner was asking, is this okay? Is this too much? Would you like more? How does this feel? So I could actually receive the pleasure that I wanted to. And again, all of this with communication is on my OnlyFans below. And guys, I've saved the best one till last, which is definitely on the juicier side. Question number 5, what do you watch? What do you do? Or what do you listen to when you are masturbating? And just brace yourself because everyone is different. It's quite simple and basic to talk about what type of porn you like to watch. You can also learn a lot from a person by the type they like to watch. Is it more dominance? Is it more submissive? Is it just one-on-one? Is it group sex? Is it bondage? And you might not be into the porn, and that's actually really beautiful. You might be more into your own self-pleasure. This is definitely me, but I do enjoy watching girl-on-girl porn now and then. It takes a lot of self-awareness and mindfulness just to masturbate with your own self and not watching something, not relying on someone else to get you off, but actually turning into your own body. The more that you can play and arouse yourself, you can then communicate this to your partner, actually sharing what turns you on, what warms you up. Is it the up and down motion or the in and out motion? Which is simply just going to lead to overall better pleasure for yourself. I've actually been really grateful to have partners that are open to mutually masturbating together. So we would sit next to each other, we would masturbate individually, watching each other. connecting with each other, talking and seeing how we were turned on. And I feel like from my own experience, and I know through connecting this energy, it's so yummy. It's so yummy watching someone in their own pleasure, enjoying themselves. Then obviously you're learning what they like, and then you can give that to them when the time is to do it together. And just expanding on that, there's actually a lot of benefits that come with mutual masturbation, such as improved connection, improved intimacy, and the reduce of performance anxiety. Because in these moments, you're just there for yourself. You're not there for somebody else. Mutual masturbation, yes, you are together, but coming back, masturbating for oneself. It simply takes the pressure off you for needing to finish when you're just here for simple enjoyment. It can be such a beautiful experience and actually bring you really closer within your relationship, because there's a lot of vulnerability and trust within being seen in your own sexual expression, just eyes on you. If this helps, put some music on, put some candles on, and take this for a beautiful moment. Maybe start massaging each other, playing with each other when you're aroused, then coming to oneself. I honestly love these beautiful moments. Not only have I done with this with my partner, but I've actually done this in group settings as well. There's been like 5 to 10 people all in a group, and we've all mutually been self-pleasuring. This probably will go into another topic, but this is something that really allows you to connect to yourself, being seen in who you are and using your sexual energy, because as sexual energy is a life force, we want to bring this out into the world. So guys, if you've got any questions, please pop them below, or if you would like to work one-on-one with me, I also have availability for that. Just reach out. I hope this video has allowed you to drop in more to your own self-love and self-acceptance, knowing that you have the right for your own pleasure. It all starts with you before we communicate that to your partner. But that's all for now, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.